Welcome back to yet another, post-tutorial of the Rule the Rail. I have been restarting my across the USA map, plane, tracks, I don't know what you call them. Layout is what I want to say. But before that, we go and look at some things that I have been discovering or changed. Or if you would want to. This is all the locomotives that I still have left. I have removed a lot, and I could probably remove even more if I want to, but this is what I've been removing. We are trying to reach the 800 mark. I can't, I don't succeed in that, but nevertheless. What I've been added is the Acela of late, and then there are this little lemon train over here that is an SD40 if I'm not totally mistaken, that RtR fan actually has repainted. Now all I need now is the lemon train cars, so it will look as good as it is in his video from way back. I also have the Amtrak that he had. I think you have done that, RtR. Nevertheless. So this is what I have. Though perhaps these aren't all the same. Never mind that. So, and the other thing that I want to show is, oops. No, you can't do that. Oh, there we are. Is this one. As you probably can recognize, this is my spiral that I built in across the USA. I had to check. I just had to. Yes, you can. You can copy with your little green arrow up here, and then you can paste in another layout with your little yellow one. That means if you find any layout and you feel like that part you want to have in your layout, and you ask permission first, of course, and it's okay if you want to steal my spiral. It's not that bad or that good anyway. But if you do, then you can copy it from any layout to another layout, or at least I could. That's good. Now there is one more thing I want to do on this test 01 place, and I want to test the Acela. I haven't tested it yet. Let's see which way is. I think that's the business and that's the first class, right? Something like that. So it should go that way. Okay, let's hope it does. I haven't tested it, so I don't know. Oh yeah! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That was a noisy one. It was a quick one too. Here we have 5, I think. Looks good. Really looks good. Let's just stop that one there. Save and change to the other track. Hopefully this will work, even if I have been driving an engine across USA. Thank you. So what have I been doing here? It worked. Fantastic. Now here I have 2 trains already set. One of them is the lemon train with 2 different types of engine numbers. Why RtR feels like that is an important thing in a model railway, I don't know. I don't bother. But these are the cars that I have for it at the moment. I hope to get the others. And down here I have the Amtrak. You have seen this one before, so it's no big deal. I have put it in here instead. So what is this? Well, this is New York, and this is San Francisco, Emeryville, or as I should probably say, the turnabout. So when a train arrives in here, it goes straight and goes underneath and around and is ready to go again. Of course we have to wait a bit. So I have isolated stuff, and I haven't checked it if it works. I can tell you that because I don't have any power to these. None whatsoever. So this is what I've done, just to make sure that we can start and get going. Yes. That was that. New Jersey. And nothing new. Oh yeah, I'd put some stuff over there, yeah. And here the Acela is actually waiting for the Amtrak train to get there. And these, that is so strange, they are going to be later on the loading tracks for the freight trains, because we are going to have freight trains going in front of the Amtrak train, sort of, I hope. And in order to get it back again and load again and going around in small circles, not really being in the way, we need to have them come out somewhere. So I put it over here, and then it will disappear, probably in, I don't know, Illinois or something like that, and go back again, perhaps, on the other track, perhaps. We'll see, I have no idea. And then go around and around and around. So yeah, or if I just make sure that the freight train are inside this mountain that's going to be here. Haven't been doing much otherwise more than thinking about it. And I can also keep it going another way and go over to this side and take the other turn on the other road and so on. Now there is one thing that I have noticed while I've been doing some Google Maps, and that is there are many crossings between railroads, which we don't have in Sweden. I don't know if Europe has any of it at all, but that is actually something that you can use, because it do look like American, and it's good. I think we have one over here, like this. This is a railroad that goes this way, while two others go that way. They can't collide, but you can always fix that. Now, my idea is that you come from New York, you stop to put on passengers over here somewhere, and then you have to wait until the freight train, who is on this track, leaves New Jersey. It will, of course, go into the loop, slowly going around the loop. As soon as it has gone over here, we can release the Amtrak train, which is not going to be hasty either, but quicker than the freight train. And then it will go straight ahead here. No, there. It's all about going in the right direction, right? So it goes, no, we are going that way. Yeah, so it goes straight ahead, and then the freight train will add on afterwards, being behind. Should we stop in Lancaster? Probably, but if we do, then we have to stop this train from actually entering anything else as well. It's a bit of a digital stuff. Okay, over here I haven't done much, but this is going to be something that I have to repeat, rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat over and over again, because it's very, very many trains across along your railroads, which is of course a bother. If we have that in Sweden, we would have the elks and the deers and all the other stuff climbing around on the railroad, so we don't love that. But if you have a lot of trees, you can't see them, so we usually don't. We make sure that we have a couple of yards at least. Okay, now let's see. As you probably could see over here, I call them PA nowadays. That's Pennsylvania. Done that as a rule. Over here we have Cleveland, Ohio. You've seen this one before. There isn't much here to look at, except for the fact that I have Ohio all over the place. And those that I will not use, they are already removed from down below. I don't need them, so they're already gone. While I'm testing something, I would probably need them. Now here we have one track that is going to go back and forth, as you see, from here and going around, and then go in here over to this place there, I think, or there, I'm not totally sure, and then back again. So it's going to be moving back and forth all the time. That means that we do have one little freight train going back and forth. I thought I had, oh yeah, here we have one. I think that's the one that no, that's an Amtrak. I don't want that. We'll see which one this becomes. Now, Ohio got their spiral, so any freight train that comes out here is going to take the spiral. And the way I'm going to do this is rather simple. Over here, I'm going to have a control that says if you are having ID 1, I can show you. It's on the locomotives. If you have ID 1, then you should put that one straight forward. If you are ID 2, then you should change S103 to a turn. And then you go up here. The same check is going to be over here later on, because it's going to go round and round and round and round and round. And when it comes out here again, it will then check. If you are an ID 2, then you should change that one S014 to a corner, and you should also put this one straight again. You can put it straight already up here if you want to, but since I don't know how long my trains will be, I think 8 cars, two locomotives and 8 cars, it's probably a good limit, because it's going to be a lot of things moving around. And I do have a thing about this. If I have a train moving, way over there, that actually isn't loaded yet. I mean, the layout isn't loaded yet. Will the train keep on going while it's not loaded? I don't know. We're not going to find out, because as soon as it's loaded, it's going to work. But the timing may be off. You never know. Now we are inside Indiana, right? Oh, I've tried to learn this. It's so darn. Let's see. I do have a couple of lists nowadays. Indiana, yes. Some small housing trees. There is actually something called Chesterton that I really would love to have here in Indiana. It's probably not a. It's an old station they are reusing. There are 2 old passenger cars that they are using as well, and they have some sort of marketplace. Alas, now during COVID it is closed, but it looks a lot like we have it back in Sweden. So I would most likely enjoy myself if I ever get to Chesterton, Indiana. And if any one of you have been there already in that marketplace, please tell me, please. I would love to know. So I will do some sort of Indiana Chesterton. I do already have something over here, but I'm thinking of having one over here as well. So Chesterton might actually end up over here. We'll see. Now we have the next one. And this one, I have changed every point as well, the name of it. This is 007. That means that every point is now put to S0, and then I count upwards. It's easier. Nothing new here, except that I am thinking about having the exact opposite, and as you can see I have already started to measure that one out. Have no idea what that's going to be. Now we are getting into Illinois. I'm going to do more of roads and stuff down here. I'm going to do some rechange. Oh yes, this is the point where I can make other trains get in or disappear. That means that I might actually have, let's see, I might have a freight train coming in here, change, I think it's going to change somewhere over here or something like that, so it's going to connect to this part, and then it's going to get inside and get lost somewhere, probably back in New Jersey or on the other side in let's see, Nebraska perhaps, I don't know. So I have put some extra in here just in case. Yeah, otherwise there's not much new. I don't want to put too many cars, but as you can see I haven't built that one finished yet. Now here's a very big empty space, and I was out on Google Maps again. And what did I find? Well, there are some fields, if you are lucky to see them, because there are trees all over the place. There are so many trees that, yeah. And this height of the track that I have over here and the land is probably what I need to have all the way back to what I call Chicago. Because normally it is a bit higher, and then you have some cars going under. So there might be some other little roads, gravel roads and stuff. The Mississippi is at Fort... Oh, I should have remembered this. Darn. The swing bridge at Fort M something. Well, never mind. You know what I mean. So, and then the last thing that I have done is to measure. Measure. So, down here I have a ruler that is 9 units long in this state. And then I have a ruler that is 2 units long. That is the area in between. And then that's Ohio. No, that was Iowa. This is Nebraska. That's also 9 units long. And then we get to Colorado and the Big Ten. The Big Ten curve and all that. I don't know how to do that, but it's going to be fun. So this one is actually 11. Up to this point, or I even have a little extra if I need one. Here we have a stop again. This is Utah, and I want to have this one probably be seen somewhat up in the mountains somehow. I have no idea. So I could probably use one loop of this as some sort of, this is St. No, I don't remember. One of those in Utah, you know which one I mean. I also put these in because it shows you how deep it should be, the diorama. And then we have this one. Now we are into Nevada. This one. And here's yet another pause, and this part from there to the end is California. Let me show you, let me tell you what I have been thinking of. Nebraska, yeah, it's fields. Perhaps some little village with a workshop and stuff. We'll see. Colorado is okay. The Big Ten curve is actually a single track. I'm not totally sure that I'm able to fix that, but I will try. We'll see how that works. That means perhaps that I can only run the Amtrak passenger train on that one. We'll see about that. Utah mountain, a city somewhere. I haven't checked that one. I haven't really checked that one out. Nevada is mountains, but in California I'm hoping to do something, well, let's call it like a vineyard or something. The trains are coming down from the mountains and they will go crisscrossing, and there will be leveling, and hopefully it doesn't look like some sort of rice fields because we are not in Vietnam or something like that. But I'm looking at that because that means that I can actually have this one raised, this part over here, because raising it up means that you can't see the other side. I'm hoping to do that all the way. So that's what I have been restarting. Next part I will do most likely is to fix some stuff. You see this one, it hasn't got a panel. I need a panel over there. I need to fix over here in Pennsylvania so that you have all the panels you need. Why are you up? You should be down. Okay. And so on, so forth. We'll see where everything ends up later on. And as my final information, because I know RtR fan wants to know, yes, on the 23rd of August I restart my streaming again. And yes, RtR fan, I will stream Rule the Rails. I think that's the appropriate thing to restart with. I am looking into other games, so it's not like RtR is going to be the only game I'm using, but I do have yet another layout that I'm thinking of. Perhaps it will be, perhaps it will not be. Anyway, we'll see. But the 23rd of August I will stream Rule the Rail. So, thank you for watching this too long video, and take care, wash your hands, keep your distance, please, because this COVID-19 is not going to go away by a miracle. No way. Bye for now.